SureStock. What you can see is what you can get. Hi, I'm Kelly Lang, Director of Value Added Services for OneSource Distributors. I'm here at Disneyland, who started using OneSource's SureStock storeroom management program in 2008. Now, quite a few distributors offer storeroom management services, so you're probably wondering, what makes OneSource SureStock the one to go with? Well, that's what I'd like to talk about today. Now, before I get into exactly how we implement SureStock, let's remember why you have storeroom inventory in the first place. You need to have adequate parts and supplies on hand to keep operations up and running without expensive downtime. It should also allow you to minimize investment in carrying costs while reducing acquisition and handling costs. The real difference is what's under the hood at OneSource. What do I mean by that? I'm talking about our e-commerce, information technology, and inventory management capabilities. Now, most distributors calculate what you need based on your inventory and your usage history. But OneSource goes a critical step further and brings in our inventory, along with manufacturer lead times, to the stocking equation. What I'm really saying is, what you can see is what you can get. And OneSource's inventory optimization model sees more inventory that you can use. The result is lower investment and lower carrying costs for your company. And that's not even the entire set of benefits. To really see it all, let's take a look at how the process works. First off, here's what we usually find when we go into a customer site. Stock is disorganized, and shelving locations are not clearly identified, so parts can be hard to find when you're trying to get operations back up and running quickly. You might have too many of one part and not enough of another, or multiple parts for the same basic application and multiple suppliers for the same basic parts and categories. Now, together these things can add a lot of cost to your business. So how do we fix this? How do we take you from this to this? First, we look at your inventory history and current inventory. We standardize parts to minimize inventory and reduce ordering costs, then run our inventory optimization model and agree on a final inventory. And you get to see the investment in carrying cost savings from that reduction in inventory. Now here's Mike Smith, our Chief Operating Officer, to explain how it works.
Our process is simple. First, we take a look at your goals. Are you looking for reduced inventory, higher turns, better inventory accuracy, higher internal fill rates? Then we gather data and analyze, taking a look at your current min-max settings and your current inventory levels. Next, we set parameters with you. We talk through all the parameters that are available, talk about the lead times from us to you, the number of times we're going to deliver each week, lead times from the manufacturers to us. We make sure that we get those dialed in to achieve your goal. Last, we run the inventory optimization model and evaluate the results. Once we get that run, we'll then talk with you, make sure that we've got the goals set and that you're happy with the turnaround time to achieve those goals. As the model continues to run, we'll gather more and more data on the model and on your inventory and better understand your business. And we'll continually tweak that model to get you more improved results in the future.
After we figure out your inventory, we get to work. To start, we set up your items in our system. We print labels for your shelves and bins. We get the proper bins for your storeroom. Then we set up and label your shelves, we put up the product, and we begin the replenishment cycle. Now here's another important difference that's under the hood. OneSource uses remote data capture equipment where we scan your items, check inventory levels, and order only the amount needed to get you to the maximum level. No more, no less. It's our attention to your objectives, knowledge of supply chain management, and our under-the-hood technology capabilities that make this happen for you. Now here's a message from our chairman and founder, Bob Zamarripa.
Hi, I'm Bob Zamarripa, co-founder of OneSource Distributors. Back in 1983, when Paul Judge and I co-founded OneSource, we had one single goal: reduce our customers' total operating costs. Today, almost 30 years later, we're still accomplishing that goal by leveraging our expertise in distribution services, materials management, logistical services, sub-assembly, and outsourced manufacturing. I want you to take a moment to experience the full suite of value-added services that OneSource Distributors has to offer. But back to our subject. I certainly hope you've learned about how OneSource's SureStock program can help you see more inventory and lower your investment and inventory carrying cost. Now here's Kelly to tell you how you can get started with OneSource's SureStock program.
Reduce your overall inventory investment, lower your acquisition and carrying costs, and fully utilize our inventory optimization capabilities to get the most out of your storeroom. Want to get started today? Call this number and ask for our baseline assessment questionnaire to take the first step towards a SureStock storeroom model. Because what you can see is what you can get. Call us today. We'll be waiting.